Hey, good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Happy Victory Monday. How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not. I am one of the Jet fans who are probably happy over this win. I understand,
Oh, I
like,
am too.
right? I know we talked earlier that the fan base was divided, win, lose, get a higher draft pick. We both think draft picks are hit or miss. It's how you coach them up. So I would prefer the win, and we got a nice win
Me
yesterday.
too. Me too. And I mean, as I mentioned, had we been playing an upper echelon team, or we
Mhm.
probably would have gotten our ass handed to us.
Yeah.
But hey, a win is a win is a win is a win.
Yeah. You for the both teams that played yesterday, Jets and Jaguars, you have to wake up today as a Jet fan, regardless if you wanted them to lose because you wanted the higher draft pick or you wanted them to win because you want to win. If you're a Jet fan, you have to feel momentum is swinging in a sense where we're not a circus. And then poor Jacksonville lost the game yesterday where they were way much more healthier than we were. I could be wrong on that, but I believe. And they lost the game to a team that had 20 players out.
And I don't know. Towards the at the end there, if Lawrence doesn't run out of bounds close to the goal line, where
Yes.
I thought he was just going to keep going, put his head down, and go into the end zone and win the game.
Agree. And I'm shocked he didn't.
Me too. Me too. Absolutely. Now,
Now,
did he go out of bounds on purpose because they want to
yeah,
they want
higher
to keep
draft.
their draft status?
Yeah. Yeah. Either that, Kevin, or he's been hit, sacked so many times this year and he's not using it. He didn't want to take the hit, or he was confident enough to say, you know what, we're at the 3 yard line. I'm going to get this done.
I mean, I saw him running around. I saw him running around the left side there and up the
Uh-huh.
side. I said he's going to go in. That's it. He's going to
Yeah.
go in, but he ran out of bounds.
Yeah, which shocked the crap out of
Me
me.
too.
But you know what? That whole drive was mismanaged because even Schottenheimer on that first down where with foot and they did the handoff and then they had to get everybody quick to the line. That's the reason why I'm glad Schottenheimer is not here for us. LaFleur, yeah. LaFleur showed yesterday why he's a good offensive coordinator. And again, I know Jet fans don't kill me for saying this. I know it's the Jaguars, but I think there's some greatness that's to come in LaFleur. As long as if we draft well, free agency, we do that well. LaFleur could show
I
you.
mean, yeah, I mean, you got to have the horses, obviously. But
Yes, yes. And Zach Wilson showed me yesterday. And again, take it with a grain of salt what I'm about to say, Jet fans, and I know you will. I know it was a bottom dweller team, but he showed me yesterday that when he plays within the game plan and does what he's supposed to do, he can elevate a team. Like we've always said in the last few years, and that includes Sam, we never had a quarterback elevate the team. Like a good quarterback will. And again, I know it was against Jacksonville, Kevin, but he played with what we considered the C, B, and D receivers, and they won the game.
Hey,
They
and
won the game.
speaking of C, D, and B receivers, Braxton Barrios, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Kev. I, you know what? I said early in the year, if I never saw him play again, I'm okay with it. I have egg on my. Now, listen, I knew he was a good little player, but that's all I thought of him. He has won me over big time. Won me over big time. You called him a baller. You called him Quebec.
He is such a baller, man.
Yeah, right on the money. With props, you know what? I always liked Quebec. He was a nice little player to me. Now he's becoming one of my favorites. He's definitely a tough dude. Takes that hit like he did on that catch. I think it was on the 3rd down and 9 to keep the last drive going.
And popped right up and was like, ah.
Yeah. Now the question is, and I would love for our listeners, anyone to answer this. Do the Jets try to get a deal now done in the next 2 weeks while they have the rights to him in a sense? Or do they let him hit the market where other teams might look to jack up the price just to stick it to us?
You know, it's not very often we get a player with that kind of mojo and mentality and stuff, and just balls out, leaves it all on the field. Sign this guy, pay him.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, because like I said, everyone knows I'm a Mims guy, but he sealed his fate. Terrible game, that out of the end zone, running out of, whatever. I think Mims will not be here next year. I don't see that, So I think you got to sign. I think you got to sign Barrios, and I think you get it done now. Don't let him hit.
I agree. Yes, I agree. I agree. Because I can see him hitting the market and Belichick being like, "Hey, why don't you come back home? Why don't you come back home?"
Yeah. Well, how about this? He's just like a Beasley for Buffalo. I don't know what Beasley has left on his contract or whatever. How about him going to Buffalo and have to face Barrios twice a year?
No. Keep that man here.
No, and like I said, I would actually try to get the contract done within the next 2 weeks before the season's over. And isn't it something, Kevin? It's just like Jet law in a sense. The All-Star picks go out 2 days before this game, and Barrios shows the world why he should have been picked. Now he's the first alternate, so he might get the call because whatever teams make the playoffs and the Super Bowl, they might not want to send the players won't go.
Yeah, sure, yeah, right.
But that kid yesterday, 102-yard kick return, 5 catches for 36 yards, 1 rush for 3 yards.
Yep.
And Kevin, you're more of the Barrios guy that he's winning me over. When the season started, he was probably 4 or 5 on the wide receiver depth chart, 6. I even said he might get cut, I think, to you at one point earlier in the season. And yesterday, he was our number 1 option. He was our main guy.
Hey, you could see he's a badass. You could see he's a freaking badass.
Yeah, no, definitely. I am slowly, again, it's not like I didn't like him. I like every Jet player who's once they're on my team and they sign and they're playing for me, I root for all 52 guys. I root for everyone on this team. But he's slowly becoming my favorite. Like he's, I forgot what we talked about a couple of weeks ago when I said, oh, there's only 3 reasons to watch the Jets: Vera Tucker, Moore, and he's on the list now. Like I want to see what he does next week against Tampa Bay. That should be fun. That should be fun.
He's coming into it now. He's coming into his own here.
And I'll say this, Kevin, Zach Wilson, and we've probably been his harshest critics, and I'm sure there are others out there.
I know I have.
I've and I know that the numbers weren't outstanding. Wow. But he showed me something yesterday. And this is just me personally. We've always said good quarterbacks elevate the team. They elevate the team. They bring everybody together. Again, I know, take it with a grain of salt. It was against Jacksonville. He showed me he could elevate this team because he played with his 1 and 2 out, and they won this game. Come hell or high water, he ran well, he played well. No interceptions yesterday. Was only sacked once for 2-yard loss with a makeshift line.
I mean, only 100 yards passing, but
Kevin, I'll take that every game we win.
If we win. It's not about stats, it's about W's.
Yeah. And Kevin, we won a game where technically, if Jacksonville was just a better coach team or a better team, they should have destroyed us because our defense wasn't impressive.
Horrendous.
You want to know who was impressive to me? Again, C.J. Mosley, gold star. To me, he's always impressive. I understand he dropped that pick 6 that he could have. Oh, man.
Yeah. I had a note at the end of the game. I said, Mosley almost blows game.
Yeah. Well, Kevin, when he did that, I looked up to the heavens saying, typical Jets, this is the game we lose on the final play. You sit here for 59 minutes.
He catches that ball, he's running all the way back.
The house, Here I said, you sit here for 59 minutes and 55 seconds, and the Jets lose it on the final play. But they didn't.
Like I said, I thought for sure Lawrence was going in.
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know, man.
Out.
Yes. Yes. He ran around that left side and up the sideline. I said, hey, here we go. That's that. And all
Yeah,
of a sudden he runs out of bounds at the 3 yard.
yeah. I don't know. Are they tanking for the draft pick, or is he gun shy because he took so many hits this year?
I don't
He's
know.
not used to that. Wow. I know.
I
I
mean,
know.
put your head down and go into the end zone and win the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, Schonheimer had a lot of bad play calling on that last drive.
Oh
So that did
yeah,
us well.
yeah.
He helped us out in that
Oh
one.
shit, yeah, right.
You know?
Exactly.
Now, again,
Uh,
grain of salt. I was happy with Willie Parks coming off the scrap heat.
mhm.
Played well for us yesterday, shows
Yep.
that he belongs. But we're gonna see next week now when he goes up against Brady and how he plays in coverage and stuff. But for yesterday, we'll take it. We'll take Zach Wilson elevating the team.
Yeah.
Barrios playing like he was 10 feet tall.
Michael Carter,
Yeah.
118, 118 yards.
But Kev, we knew the boy was a stud.
Yeah, oh, of course.
knew.
Yeah. Well,
You
we
know?
said weeks ago we got a running back.
Yeah. And let me tell you something, Kevin. They moved Peanock, was it Peanock, to safety a couple of weeks ago. He's coming around. The Peanock, Carter, Halls, that little triumvirate, they look nice together. And then you throw in Eccles and, and if this Parks could work out, now you have some nice safety cornerback play back there. So,
Absolutely.
Now, these, again, we keep saying bottom dweller teams. Did you have a problem with anything the Jets did when they went for it on 4th down? I think 6 times. What was the Jets?
I didn't have a problem. You're a basement dweller.
Yes,
Try to win the game.
I agree.
Who cares?
Yeah, I was happy on every time they went for the 4th down. And this is why our beat writers, especially, and I'm going to say his name, Samini, this is why they're clueless. Like, Samini, you're killing Middleton for being aggressive. We're a 3-win team.
Exactly. Like it matters, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ken, like if I was the coach of any team, once I know my team is eliminated, I'm pulling stuff out of my butt.
There you go. Caution to the wind, babe.
What am I playing for?
Caution to the wind. Let's go have fun.
Yeah, I'm playing for the morale of my team to show them that I'm with them. Let's do this. Let's still have fun. Let's try to win some games and show teams we're not mailing it in.
That's right.
And I'm glad in the press conference when Samini asked the question, Middleton said, no, we discussed this, Solid. We discussed this all week. We were going to be smart, aggressive. And I think every play they did it on was smart, aggressive. I have no problems with it.
You're not going anywhere.
No, exactly.
You got 3 wins. What the heck? Go for it, man.
Exactly.
Gosh.
It's not like it was 4th and 7 from our 30 and they went for it. They went for it in the red zone. And listen, if everything came to fruition and those plays worked, we would have had a 50 burger on this team probably. But I had no problem. This is why our beat writers, especially Rich Samini, they're toxic. This is why the fans don't like our beat writers. Everything's a negative. I haven't seen the headlines today, but I'm sure.
Even in a win, everything's negative.
Yeah. Exactly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. This is why I prefer, Kevin, like if I wasn't doing this show, this is why I prefer to listen to a show like this or some of our other Jet friends who are doing podcasts because they're fans. They speak the truth. They speak from their heart where all the other beat writers just want to nail them to the cross. Everything's a mistake with this organization.
I mean, we could come on and kill them today for the mistakes, but why? We won the game.
Exactly. But when you win, you forget the mistakes. Like,
we were playing with half a team.
Yeah, 20 and coaches, 22 members of the Jets staff organization was out yesterday.
I mean, okay, so were the Jaguars, but
not as much as us, Kevin.
I know.
And then to wake up Sunday morning to find out Quinnen's not even playing.
And that's another thing I wanted to bring up.
Go ahead.
Where was the pass rush? He stood. Lawrence stood back there all day like no one touched him. He just stood there and looked around till he found a receiver.
Yep.
Like, I mean, all day he
Yeah.
had back there.
No, agree. I think, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I think we only sacked him once. It was that big one for the 28-yard loss where Mosley sacked him, stripped. And yeah, no, I agree, Kev. But
I mean, there was most of the time there was nobody around him.
Yeah. So you have to ask yourself, because now we've seen our starters, we've seen the Bs, and now we've seen the Cs, and no one generates a pass rush. Is that coaching? Is that our defensive line coach? Technique,
I don't know.
not,
Yeah.
not lining these guys up to bring our strongest going up against their weakest, moving people around. I don't know. I'm just asking. I have no clue.
Like, for the most of the game, you didn't even get near him.
No. And listen, Kevin, we've always said when you're one of the chosen quarterbacks to get picked for a team and start for a team, you must be pretty good. But you're only as good as that wall in front of you. Right?
Absolutely. We say that all the time.
Now, I'm sure people will kill Trevor Lawrence. I'm already hearing it. I know he went, what did he go? 26 for 39, but he was comfortable in the pocket all day. And until we get some dogs up front who could rush up a quarterback and get after a quarterback, we're going to be reliving this nightmare next year, 2 years, 3 years from now. And so that's it on that. That would be my only downer on the game yesterday. The D-line showed me nothing.
Yeah. Still lousy against the run.
Yeah.
Still a lot of holes in the defense, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you gave up 384 yards to a half-assed Jacksonville team.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah. And they were 6 for 13 on third down conversions.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. What do you say? Defense needs work. Absolutely.
Yeah. So again, it leads me back to I guess I posed this question last week or 2 weeks ago. Is Ulbrich the guy for this team? Is Ulbrich the defensive coordinator we need?
I mean, they had 27 first downs to our 18.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I know. And on fourth down efficiency, they were 2 out of 3. So that's 75%, right? Something like that.
Yep. I mean, you got to tighten that defense up somehow.
70%. Yeah.
Or it doesn't matter how good your offense is, you're not going to be. They're not going to keep you in the game.
No, exactly.
I mean, especially. I mean, you were playing Jacksonville yesterday.
Yeah.
What's going to happen next week?
Yeah, if we have to put this team on the field, again, I don't want to get negative. We just
50 burger.
It could be a 50 burger at half. I mean, look what Dallas did to Washington.
See that last night?
42 points by halftime.
Crazy.
I never expected that. I thought that was going to be a great Sunday night game. I couldn't wait for it. It was 21-0 after the first quarter of memory.
Oh, you could shut it off. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, other than a couple of things, it was, it was what it was. It was a W, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You play to win the game.
Exactly.
I like the pass a la Jumbo Elliott.
Yes. To Connor McDermott, yes.
Yes.
And it was nice to hear Coach Middleton say that was a play that was designed for Feeney because he's been begging for it all. And then,
he moved.
Feeney. And listen, Kev, again, we'll take this all with a grain of salt because of their bottom dweller teams.
Of course.
But props to that O-line who was banged up and, we started the game with 40% of the O-line out, finished the game losing McGovern. I don't know if it's a season-ending injury. I haven't heard anything yet. Maybe someone out there could tell us. And
I mean, and other than Barrios, I had a little problem with the special teams too. Like
As far as the penalties go?
the fake punt in the beginning of the game that Jacksonville
Okay.
did. That was
Okay.
disgraceful. That was disgraceful to me.
Okay.
The blocked extra point was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How do you get an extra point blocked?
Yeah. The only thing I could choke up to
What
that
are
was,
you guys doing?
yeah. The only thing I could choke up to that was that you were bringing in guys to block on the special teams that probably came off the
Yeah.
But again, I'm not. I'm
No,
more
you can't. I'm nitpicking
no,
here.
but you're allowed to, because I was just gonna say to you that special teams, what aggravated me the most, and they do this at least twice a game, was again, all right, we had a lot of penalties yesterday. I think we had 7 penalties. I have the numbers somewhere.
Mhm.
Our special teams had 2 penalties again. Like, that's gotta stop. That's gotta stop,
And I mean that run, the run by Barrios, okay, the touchdown run, the 103 yarder. I'm sitting there like this,
Yeah.
looking for the flag,
Yeah.
that it's got to come all the way back. Yeah,
Of course, because that's just what we look for when
yeah,
everything's
and we'll get the ball. We'll get the ball at our 10 or something.
Yeah. So the Jets yesterday, my only downside was 7 penalties for 94 yards. 2 again on the special teams penalties. That's ridiculous. And I'm just picking on him because I've picked on him. Nate Shepard with another penalty yesterday. But again, if we're looking for silver linings, for me, yeah. And listen, it wasn't that I wasn't a Zach Wilson fan. I knew he had to win me over. The kid in the last 4 games, only 2 interceptions to, I believe, 7 or 8 TDs. I'm not sure on the numbers off the top of my head. He's coming around. He's no longer, to me, the fault. Like, he's not someone we say this, we lost cause of him. We lost cause of him. We lost cause of him.
I hear you, but I can't say that yet.
No, and you're going through what I went through, kind of like with Barrios. You're waiting for the wow, win me over moment. I get it. What am I going to do? Kill you for it?
No, consistency. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. I think if you go back, Kev, and just look at his numbers over the last 3 or 4 games, I know they were only 1 win. You'll see the numbers slowly inch in his favor. And I like that. And I said it to you many times, Kevin. I'd rather him throw, 9 for 12 for 100 yards and we win than throw, 300 yards and 2 of them were beautiful. We got killed 50-7,
I mean, that was really my only complaint yesterday from him, was only 100 yards passing.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah,
I take it every time.
But I'll tell you, if we end the game with a W, whatever.
Yeah. And so for me, Kevin, it doesn't make sense to keep going over the numbers.
Nope.
Everyone knows, You said Carter, what he did. Zach, 4 rushes, 91 yards. Coleman, 14 rushes, 57 yards. And let me tell you, Kevin, I think going into this draft and free agency, me personally, I think we got our 3-headed monster at running back. I could live with Carter as our stud and Coleman and Ty Johnson as the backups, and we leave it like that. I like P. Ryan, but I think his fate is sealed. He won't be back, and that will be our running backs.
What I'd like to see them address in the draft is both lines.
Yeah, definitely.
Offensive line, defensive line. That should be what it's all about, man.
Definitely. I agree on that.
A pass rusher, somebody who can actually get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Consistently. Where's our Bosa?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Somebody that teams have to stay up late at night.
Right.
How do we stop player X? Because if we stop player X, we still have to worry about Lawson on the other side or Quinnen in the middle,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's it for me.
Yeah. The one thing we did learn yesterday, and I guess I learned because I'm hard on our D line. I blamed Quinn Williams. I screamed at all year. JFM. But you know what? It's got to go back to coaching because, like I said, even the B's and the C's did the same thing the A's did. Nothing.
Is it technique? Is it scheme? Yeah. What is it? You know,
it's got to be. It's got to be. But let's not sour anyone's grapes. The Jets got to
win. We got the W. It's Victory Monday.
Right. Hey, if we get one of these a month, we better enjoy. And we'll get ready for Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Hey.
Tampa Bay.
Can do. Can do. Hopefully, I'm guessing we're probably going to be about a 14-point dog.
You might be right.
10 to 14, I bet you.
Yeah. No, easily 14. Look what Tampa Bay did yesterday, you know?
Yeah. They're not Jacksonville. That's
for sure. But then again, no one is. But I'm pumped. Yeah. All right, my brother. That's it on my end.
Yeah, that's it here. I hope you guys all had a great Christmas. How was your Christmas?
Very good. I can't complain. Like I said, we had the family over, nice dinner. I did all the cooking. It was great. I love it. I love stuff like that. So
very good. Very good. Very
How
good.
was yours?
Excellent. Headed out to my nieces to see my little grandniece.
Oh,
yeah, we had a good time.
Awesome. All right, brother. We'll talk
Sounds
soon.
Good. Yeah, we'll get ready for Tampa.
Yep.
Here we go. And man, 2022 on the way.
That is true.
Ready to start the new year. Yeah. Which is going to be the year of the Jets.
All right. Yeah. Let's do
it.
Let's do it.
All right, you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. And we'll talk to you this coming weekend about Tampa, right?
Yes. Yep.
Sounds good. All right, you guys. Have a good one. And jet up. We'll talk to you later.